Hello and welcome back to Daz and Maz Unfiltered. Finally, we've got round to filming a pod again after having a couple of weeks sabbatical. Excuse the old legs and the slippers. It's a comfortable edition today. We're just gonna have a bit of a catch up, bit of a chat together.
Yeah, we've got a few weeks to cover since the gap.
Yeah, we've obviously had a couple of weeks away now. Since before just pre-Christmas actually, so yeah, probably like, was it 3 weeks off?
Yeah, something like that. So we'll start with Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and all that shit that you didn't get from us. Well, you did actually. You got Merry Christmas just before Christmas. Yeah. So yeah, we got that out of the way. I'm gonna get the results up of the games because obviously my memory's a little bit shit. But cover. I'll get the results up.
So we'll start with Boxing Day.
Yeah, which I know was Cardiff away, and we obviously lost 1-0, which was frustrating because obviously, and where am I going here? Fuck me, hold on. Not very fucking organised, am I?
Come on, get your shit together, Wareham.
Ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so yeah, lost 1-0 away at Cardiff. Very good away end, as always.
Yeah, the fans were roaring Boxing Day. It was brilliant.
Yeah, but the performance wasn't there really. I didn't feel on Boxing Day. I thought it was average on Boxing Day. I didn't feel like we probably deserved much out of the game.
I think we could have brought more to the table, definitely.
But yeah, I think obviously Freddie being down the bottom with his drum instead of being up in the crowd with a drum. Yes, they let us have it, but for atmosphere, they probably should have allowed him to go up into.
I think Freddie was struggling with one group singing something and another group singing something somewhere else, and it just didn't feel right. No,
and we were sat right next to him as well. Fred with the drum.
My eardrums were fucking broken to bits.
Yeah, we did invite Di, didn't we? Di came, so we met Di from the agency for the first time, which was lovely guy, great laugh. Yeah, very good guy. So we enjoyed that one. But yeah, I think we'll move past that because from that point, we've had some really fucking good performances and results.
Football, yeah.
So then we went to Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And obviously that was fantastic. What a great night that was.
Great night.
Jay scored a fantastic header.
Yeah.
And we won 1-0. And
3 points away from home.
Yeah. From there, our results were really, really, really good. Positive results. You know, we won that one.
And the fans on that night were top.
Even before the Cardiff game, we beat Barnsley 3-0. So starting from that game, we beat Barnsley 3-0 at home, which was a fantastic result.
Yeah.
We've done win, loss, win, draw, and then obviously we'll get to the City game in a minute. But that is a very good run of league form. Obviously, we won 1-0 at Wimbledon. Jay scored that great goal, which was, what a header. He's just been doing that all season, hasn't he? Scoring great goals.
Yeah.
And then we got Luton at home. Very good performance. Probably deserved to be way more than just 1-0.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree, yeah.
They got battered, to be honest. They got done really, really badly in that game. Probably should have been 2-3, 4-0. Like, it was a really good result. Luton didn't offer anything in that game whatsoever.
You were really shocked at how poor they really were.
Yeah, because they'd just come down from the Premier League, and I thought they were going to... from the Championship. They'd just come down from the Premier League 2 years ago. And I just thought they're too big to be in League One, and they just didn't bring anything to the table whatsoever. I just thought they were fucking shit.
Yeah, I think their fans are expecting a lot more from them from the feedback we got. I think they were disappointed as fans, definitely.
Their squad is ridiculous for that division. It's really good.
That's why everyone's so shocked, is because it's so strong on paper. It should be so strong when they come out, but they're not.
No, that surprised me. But then let's move to the Huddersfield game because, oh
my gosh,
that was
a goal from Jaden
and from Reece. There was 2 fantastic goals in that.
Unbelievable.
And if truth be told, based on that second half performance, which is up there for the best second half performance of the season for me.
Yeah, mad.
They probably should have got all 3 points.
It was a wild game.
Yeah.
It really was. I felt like my bum didn't sit on the seat for more than 5 seconds because it was on the edge of your seat the whole game.
Yeah, I felt
Jay to score that goal with 2 feet off the floor
is a joke of a goal. For me, that is technical goal of the season so far, like in the whole division.
One of the best goals I've ever seen Jay score.
It's the technical goal of the season,
and the instinct to do it in the air.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I've said it many times, even on our lives. I don't think there's many League One strikers that score that goal. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if the annoying Reading fans come in here and say, Jack Marriott would have scored it. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
There's not another 22-year-old who would have scored a goal like that.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke of a goal. I felt sorry for Liam Oakes because obviously he gave the goal. He basically gave them a goal.
Very hard to watch. Yeah.
And I felt sorry for him a bit because he's not played many games, and
for a fan, I can see that there'd be just nothing but anger and frustration with Liam, but as a parent of a player, his family
it would have been devastated.
Because that not to be disappointed. His family would be disappointed in him. Same as if Jaden did it, we wouldn't be disappointed. It's you just want to pick them up and make them feel better.
Yes, because
you can't.
Because I've said this is one of the key things I've said to Jay all of his career. Like when he's gone in, oh my God, I've done my fucking ribs and I've got a trapped nerve now in my neck and my shoulder.
It's like my eye right now as well.
Fuck me, it never ends.
It's all going on.
But I've said this to Jay his whole career, and it is so true. Like the fans run the football club, and when you've got the fans on side, it's great. You've got the fans on side, they're buzzing for you.
Of course, yeah.
And you're you're Mr. Popular and it's great. If you don't have the fans on side and they're against you, it feels like the world you just want the world to swallow you up.
It's really hard to pick yourself up from that.
Yeah, and obviously after a moment like that, all the fans are like, fucking hell, why is Oaksy playing? He's not got any experience in this sort of game. He should be
only going to get experience by playing.
Yeah, it's difficult.
As much as he did what he did, he will probably never do that again.
No, because
you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from it, and as a young player, he will.
And I want to actually show
fair play to him
a fuckload of credit because actually, I thought against Manchester City,
brilliant.
He was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
I thought he was Exeter's best player.
And that tells you a lot about the people around him, about him as a player. That no matter, even though he did what he did in that game. He came back at Man City and he stood up.
He did, and it was 1 week later. It was one.
And that takes a family to pick you up, your friends to pick you up, and ultimately for him to look in the mirror in the morning and say, "No, that's not going to define me as a player. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to stand up and be counted." And he did. He really did.
Yeah, he did, and I commend him for that. And while we're talking about it, we'll move on to that Man City game because what an experience.
Let me just cover this first.
No, to be fair, it was an experience though. Like you can say what you got to say, but
first things first, right? The whole scenario of Jaden writing "What an experience" is absolutely 100% right and true. For a fan, losing 10-1 to them is a absolute travesty, devastation. I think everybody expected to go there, possibly lose maybe 4-1, something like this, have at least a goal to celebrate, which we did.
What a goal.
To get to 10, I think for a fan, you're devastated.
Yeah, and you're taking a fucking piss.
You're taking the mick, what the hell. However, for a player, so different. Perspectives are so different. From young little boys playing in a park, playing at the school, playing with their mates, the dream of playing in a giant stadium like that, world-class players around you. Jaden is touching Erling Haaland. He is right there in front of his face. He shook hands with him. People like Phil Foden and everybody else that was on there is like, oh my God, what a dream come true. And exactly what Jay said, what a fucking experience. And for Jaden and every single player that went out there from Exeter, or was sitting on the bench, or was just part of the squad, for every staff member, for Gary, for everyone involved, my God, what a bloody experience.
Yeah.
And it's an experience of walking through a ginormous tunnel. It's the experience of of the brand new, gorgeous, top of the range changing room. It's the experience of the grass, totally different. The people, the amount of chairs, the amount of people, the noise it creates, the music, the lights, everything that a stadium can bring. The way the coach arrived, the way Man City's coach arrived.
And by the way, they have over 3,000 staff members for one game.
For one game, yeah.
That's half the stadium at the SJP.
All of that alone. I mean, the coach car park was bigger than the SJP.
Yeah, massive.
The experience that brings, the dream come true for some of the young players like Jayden to go there and experience what it's like to have a game there is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'll say on here what I said to you. It is no different to a student brain surgeon going into a surgery room, into a theatre with the top world-class brain surgeon and watching him at work. It's no different. What an experience. It's no different a trainee midwife watching her first birth of a baby. What an experience. It's no different from a world-class golfer going and playing and winning the Ryder Cup. It's no different. It is all an experience that all these people and all these sportsmen and all these professionals in all sorts of different criteria would say, what an experience. It's exactly the same. What Jayden said, there was nothing wrong with. Nothing.
No, I don't see anything wrong with it.
It got people's back up because they wanted him to feel down about the fact they lost 10-1. And he was.
Oh, yeah.
Devastated.
No one wants to do that.
And ultimately he had to come off at half-time because he had issues going on. But ultimately, did Jayden want to go out there? Did any of them players want to go out there and lose 10-0? No, they fucking did not. Of course they fucking didn't. The fans were absolutely elated we got to cheer for one goal. Of course we were. I mean, we were on our feet screaming for the rest of the fans because we kept saying, it would be so good for the fans to have one goal.
Goal of the game.
And I mean, that was an absolute
bang.
Screamer of a goal.
Yeah, big up Birchie.
But for people to get, and I'm talking Exeter fans too, to get on your own player of your club, that is currently your top goal scorer too, who is ultimately pointing out that what an experience for him. Anyone with a brain cell would have been like, that was an experience for Jay, like fair enough. For all of them, not just Jay, but he wrote his thing. So did a lot of other people. Yes, 10-1 is devastating, but it's still an experience for the players, and that's never going to change. And when Jayden went to the Emirates, it was the same. When Jayden went to Old Trafford, exactly the same, and he scored at both. It's an experience. And for everyone, especially Exeter fans, to get on Jay, I think it was really unfair.
Yeah, but it turns out the kid Josh is only 12 years old, so the kid Josh who made the post is 12 years old, hasn't got a clue.
A lot of these people that have, and we've had it all week, we've had internet trolling, we've had, nasty messages, violent messages sent to us, we've had hate online all week. And you know what? You can say and do whatever you want. You will not break us. You will not break our family, and you're not going to break Jay. And ultimately, they are all 12, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, all jumping on, trying to bully people online. And I stand by, there's not enough being done for online bullying and harassment. There's not enough done.
No, but equally, they're just kids, so I ignore them anyway. And they're not going to come up to an adult and say it to their face. They're just not going to do that. So they can say what they want online. A lot of kids
these days have no respect for adults.
No, they don't. It is what it is. It's whatever. And there's a lot of jealousy everywhere.
Respect for the law. They just don't care less. And unfortunately, I think that there's going to come a point where that is going to be. There's going to need to be a turning point somewhere. The
thing is, what gets me is there's nothing to be jealous about. We're trying to share the experience with everybody by being on social media. So there's no need to be jealous about anything. You get to come on the journey with us. We want to share this because no other parent of footballers have ever done it before that I have known.
No.
So we're trying to share the experience of what it's like coming from non-league like all the way through, hopefully to play for England in the Premier League if Jay gets there. You know, I think he's got the ability to do it, but again, that's another subject. But I think it's quite cool that parents are showing people what it's like from the inside of a family, and that's why we're on social media, because
but ultimately it's not, you know, these podcasts when we talk about diabetes and child loss and, you know, all these things, miscarriage and you know, the porn industry and everything else, all those things that we cover have nothing to do with Jay.
No.
Yes, we did a Christmas special with Jay because ultimately we want to give back a little gift to mainly the Exeter fans who are there for us. The majority are there for us day in, day out, have been a fantastic support to us and our family and to Jay. And, you know, ultimately the most of the Exeter fans have built Jay's confidence so high that he is out there performing and doing great. Unfortunately, there's so many people in this world that are desperate to see people fail.
Yeah, 100%.
And the jealousy when they're not doing what they hoped and expected. Like, let's be fair, a lot of people thought Jay will come to Exeter and he'll fail.
Yeah, of course.
Or they hoped that. Well, that's not happened.
No, well, I knew it wouldn't.
He's done really well and he's smashing it. And the jealousy that eats up people, instead of just being happy for others who are doing well, people can't bear that.
Also, they can't bear the fact that I told people that this would happen before he went there, and everybody is saying, look, Daz thinks Jaden's going to score 15 goals. Well, yes, I do, because I trust my son and I know him more than anybody else. So when I'm telling you that Jay is a goal scorer and he's going to score goals, I'm not just saying it because like I'm trying to blow smoke up his ass. I'm saying it because I know he's a goal scorer and he'll score goals.
You're the first to say, Jay, you were shit today.
Yeah, I'm his worst critic, also his best. But at the end of the day, you know, he's on 11 goals already. He's only got 4 more to go before my prediction comes right. And I'm telling you, he's going to score 4 more goals this season for a fact.
He's certainly determined. He's working really hard. He's eating right. He's doing all his extras. He's looking after his body really well because he knows Gary needs him, and Jay knows he needs his body working at maximum capacity, and it is. And he's doing really well, and he can't do any more. Yeah,
I mean, we're not going to skip past the fact, like, Jaden came off at Man City because he had a really tight hamstring. Like, that is what happened. He had a tight hamstring.
It's not pulled. It's not major, but it was
the doctor done some movements on him at half time, and he wasn't happy with his movement. So he said, look, it's 4-0. We're going to bring you off as a precaution. You should be fine. This week, he trained yesterday. He done the whole, again, yesterday being Tuesday. It's Wednesday today. No, it's Thursday today, actually. Wednesday, he trained fully, a full day.
Did really well. And today's rest.
So today he's off his feet, not training today, but he'll be back training tomorrow, ready to go for Saturday. He'll be in the squad. Who knows what team Gary will pick, but he will be ready and available for Saturday. So there's no panic, no worries. Jay will be there.
We've had a lot of messages about it, so just to kind of cover and put everyone's mind, Jay is okay. And just want to say, appreciate all the messages of well wishes to Jay, and you know, all the concern messages, really lovely. I also want to just point out that as much as we've had, like I said, hate, harassment, violence, nasty messages left, right and centre, all of that, we've also had an absolute crazy, I couldn't even tell, I don't think we've got through them all yet, hundreds and hundreds of messages of people saying, we love what you do, I'm sorry you get all this online, you know, and we're talking people from other clubs that Jay's been to, you know, Reading included. You know, you guys do so much for everybody. Thank you so much for being there. Jay's a credit to Exeter. You know, you've made our club, you put our club on the map. You know, I mean, I could list thousands of things that have been said. So I just want to say, for the friends and family that have rang up every day to make sure we're okay, for the wonderful Exeter fan that dropped off a bunch of flowers to me, amazing. For all the kind cards that we've had, thank you. You are the majority. You are the most important. I will not have all the limelight, if you like, or airtime be given to the people who are ultimately online bullies and have nothing better to do. So just thank you from me and Daz to all those that have gone out of their way to make sure that they have dropped a message and they have been there for us, because they're the most important.
Yep, it's all good. I totally agree with everything she just said, by the way. And just before we jump onto another subject, we've got Stevenage at home this weekend.
It's nice to be back at home.
Then we're away to Port Vale and away to Reading. which we'll get to in a minute. And then we finish the month at home to Rotherham. So my opinion is there's 4 winnable games there.
Yeah, I think so.
Reading's going to be tough. They're in very good form at the moment, at home especially. So that is going to be a tough game. Yeah. But no reason why we can't go there. You know, we went to Lincoln, who are currently second in the division, and we beat them 1-0. You know,
sure did.
Against the run of play, might add, but still got 3 points. So you never know. We'll just jump to the Reading game. Obviously, I've had loads of threats. So I'm gonna beat you up at the game and all this crap. Like, fuck off, bore off. Like, I'm not interested.
Very immature things.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we're looking forward to that. Obviously, haven't been back to the SJP since Jay left. SJP. Mm-hmm. SCL. That's why I got it wrong. Back to the SCL since Jay left.
It'd be nice to see some friendly faces.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't.
A lot of friendly faces.
I haven't been in the away end at the SCL since QPR, so that'll be interesting. It will feel weird.
I'm looking forward to it, and we're back home way.
Yeah. So
we get to see
granddad and
all
like
the
my
family
dad,
and that'll be nice.
So that'd be nice, but obviously during the week we got some massive abuse, as Marie just said, from loads of Reading fans. Again, it's all the bitter ones.
It's getting a bit boring now, though. It really is getting boring. Jay hasn't been there for months and months, and they still carry on.
I've never done anything wrong to any Reading fan. I'm not egotistical. People think I'm egotistical. No, I'm not. I'm just supporting my son, loving the experience of him playing professional football. It's nothing about me being egotistical at all. I don't think really anyone has any issues with you, babe. It's just all me for some reason. I don't know why. Everyone says, "Oh, Daz Wareham's a twat. Daz Wareham loves himself." And no, I don't. Like,
thing is that for those people that really do know you, are all saying the same things. People that really know, they're like, "What?"
Because they're a bunch of morons. Like,
oh, he's got an ego. You must be. I mean, I can't understand it. But do you know what? Like we've said, the most important thing is the people that are supportive and that are there, and that's the majority. And we're not going to give thousands and thousands of minutes on airtime talking about this minority group that think they are big and hard, basically, when it's just completely ridiculous. There's a lot of growing up to do, I think.
Loads of growing up.
Just go and enjoy a football game. Enjoy and support the players you've got. That's it. You know, the problem is because we're on social media, they think, oh, we can get to them.
Yeah, it's an easy attack.
They're an easy target because we can reach them. That to a certain degree is true, but ultimately, you know, you're just going to get yourselves into trouble. So what's the point? Anyway, let's move on from that. We are looking forward to the Reading game. We get to see a lot of fans that we love very much. We've had wonderful messages. I can't wait to see you. All the staff at Reading are fantastic. We love all of them. We have contacts with nearly all of them. You know, some of the players, and they're beautiful white. I mean, Yasmin Delarose is just, I've said it forever, it's just the most stunning woman. And she's just got a heart of gold. And she's had issues, and I think it's so uncalled for.
How you can attack the current captain's wife.
Yeah, that tells you everything about some of the fans at Reading. You do not attack your own players. You do not attack your own players' families. And, you know, Wingy's a fucking great player. He's a great captain. He scores some absolute bangers.
He doesn't ever score a tap-in.
I don't think he knows how to score, you know, just a quick tap-in. It has to be a 30-yarder. And fair play to him. He's known for it, and that's amazing. And Yasmin is a fantastic fiancée, wife.
It's typical that absolute helmet Chris Scott gets abused by her. I'm not even going to talk about him. He's just he's just got no life. She gives it to him as much as he gets it back.
Yeah, because
he's a fucking
people
bellend.
Are getting really tired of some of the fans that target people. I mean, we're all just tired of it. And when you all get together, the people that are tired of hearing it, and the people that are tired of getting it, movement happens, you know, and things will not carry on like that. It just won't. So, you know, they need to just rein it in and just go and enjoy a game of football. Yes, there's rivalry in football. That's life. That's football. There's opinions in football. That's it. Leave it at that. It doesn't need to get aggressive. It doesn't need to get immature. You don't have to be abusive. It doesn't have to be personal. Just go and enjoy a game of football, because really it is really pathetic, and everybody's getting tired of it. And there's a a real group of people, including us, that have just about had enough. And things will change. And they have to change because it's gone too far.
Yeah.
But like we said, we're looking forward to the Reading game. They're in great form. Hats off to Reading. Do you know what? They went through so much shit. Financially, ownership, you name it. The fans were down. And now they're on the up. They're playing well. Fair play.
Liam Richardson's gone in and done a very good job, to be fair to him.
It's a club that needed saving, and they've been saved, and that's fantastic for football. But equally, Exeter are in a good run of play, I think. Minus the Man City situation, Exeter went and played the top team in one of the top teams in the world. It was never going to be an easy win or walk away. It just wasn't.
No, not at all.
So, I think it's going to be a good game either way, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going back.
And we get a night on our own without the kids.
We certainly do. Yeah, so we're excited for that. We're going to have some friends there, so we're all really excited for the Reading game. I'm really looking forward to this for Saturday's game, being at home.
Yeah, it's nice to get back at home, isn't it? Like, our home form's, I think it's one of the best in the league.
Question for you. What do you think the score will be against Rotherham?
Well, at home, like the last game of the month at home, we'll beat Rotherham because they're not in very good form. I actually think we'll beat Stevenage at the weekend as well.
I think we'll beat Stevenage.
It's the two away games in the middle. Port Vale away. That's not going to be easy. They're not terrible at home, Port Vale, and they came to our place and beat us. And unfortunately, that was one of those games that we should never ever have lost. Throwing away 3 points at home to a team who are actually currently in the bottom two, I think, as we speak, if I remember rightly, is not ideal. But hopefully we can go there and repay the favour and take 3 points. So I don't know. It's going to be tough. There's looking at the fixtures, even moving forward, there's a few winnable games coming up. I mean, there's a Peterborough away, that's going to be tough. They've come into good form. Mansfield away, very tough. They're in good form. But, we have got a favourable second half of the season with plenty of home games against the big teams. We played all the big teams away.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. We'll see where we end up. Don't think we'll go down. Think we'll be fine. So
I think we'll be fine. I do feel like Gary knows what he's doing, like to get fire in their bellies as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, Jay loves him. Jay really has a place for Gary, and I think he just has a way with the boys that he just gets them ready to go. Behind the scenes, Gary went to a lot of effort behind the scenes for the Man City game.
Yeah, he did.
And there ain't many players that'll go to that much effort to make sure their boys are in a good headspace. And he did. And he continues to do it game after game after game, and he backs them the whole way, and they back him. They trust his decisions, and they fight for 3 points every game. And you can really see in the latest weeks that the boys are like brothers.
Oh, yeah, they
go out there, and Sweeney's a fantastic captain.
Yeah, 100%.
He really is. I mean, even on the pitch, you can see him delegating things and working things out, and he reads a game so well. And, from what we hear from Jay thinks a lot about Sweeney, and from what we hear from Jay, he goes above and beyond for some of the players, and he checks they're okay and everything else. So it's just brilliant to have not only a manager but a captain that are all strong and fighting together.
Yeah.
And then ultimately the players just want to do it for the fans and for their club, which is brilliant. And you can just feel the morale around the players and the club is just really high at the moment.
Yeah, it is. And I think, Gary's doing an unbelievable job. He's a very, very good manager at this level. I'm surprised he hasn't actually been tried to be poached by a team at a higher level.
He definitely deserves a high level. He could definitely do it at a high level.
I think his time will definitely come. He's still a young manager, to be honest, in that sense. So he's got loads of time to go up and manage at a higher level, which will definitely come.
And he's very good looking, which helps.
Relax yourself, babe. Are you fucking sure? Gary, don't get any ideas, man. I know you're mad. What? Like, I don't know what your situation is, to be fair, but don't get any ideas.
Jump to conclusions.
Don't get any ideas with my wife, I can tell you that. But no, I think he'll get his opportunity at a higher level. I think he'll obviously the championship's the best next step for him. I'll have him at QPR if old Julian Stefan ever decides to move on.
that says a lot. That.
But yeah, no, I would. Like,
I would. I think he's brilliant
because I know what he does for the boys. I know what Jay thinks of him, and so it's nice when you get current players that are giving him that sort of praise.
You've had his back online a few times, which has been good of you.
Yeah, because he's a good manager and he's a nice guy, and he stopped me for a chat outside
really
the flat. I didn't even see him, and he stopped me and said hello. So he didn't have to do that. He could have just rode right by me. He didn't stop for a chat. So he's a great guy. Obviously, this week we're going on the Royals Review podcast as well on Tuesday. So we've got the Reading podcast coming up.
Oh yeah, so we are going to do that. Yeah, which will be interesting.
We are indeed.
Boys just walked in.
Yep, hello JJ. He's in the background with his big fat coat on. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. So that'll be interesting.
And just some things aside from the Reading podcast that we are doing. We have gone crazy mad with the amount of content we've done for our TikTok, which is.
Well, I'm not going to plug that just yet. That's the end of the show, babe. I'll do that at the end.
Okay, fine.
Well, it is almost the end of the show. To be fair, we're doing a very short one today.
But yeah, we've done loads of content, so we're looking forward to you guys seeing that. We thought to ourselves this year we pushed it a lot last year, obviously moving to Exeter and doing all our stuff with Jay and whatever and the move and everything else. But we thought, right, it did really well last year. Let's push it even further. Let's work even harder. Being a content creator is so difficult.
Hard.
Sitting on lives for hours and hours, making conversation with people, networking with people all night. It's really difficult. A lot of people say, "Oh, is that your only job? Is that a real job?" Oh, yeah, it's really hard, and I challenge anyone to do it. They'll all say, hard.
Big up to the people who made sent us our first email, and then they've made a family page now, and they've said that we inspired them to do a podcast. So we absolutely love that. So thanks very much for that. That was awesome.
Love that we're inspiring people to push forward and make something of themselves. It's amazing. So
anyway, we've had a chat. We've had a bit of a catch up. Next week we're going to try and get a guest on that we've been hopeful for a while. So we'll start kicking in the podcast again. Obviously, if you want to send an email to us, please send an email. dazmazwareham@outlook.com. That's our email address. Obviously, you guys know the podcast on YouTube, which is Daz and Maz Unfiltered. Please go give that a follow.
Yeah.
And lastly, over to our TikTok, which is Daz and Maz Wareham at the Football Family. Go give that a follow. Come and watch us live every day. Maz is now going live. You can follow Maz. It's Maz Wareham on TikTok as well. You can find her on there. But obviously we do like doing this for you. We're going to continue doing it for you. We're hoping that the podcast takes off and does really well eventually. I know it's going to take a long time to get that going, but
we need everyone to share it, like it, comment.
Please subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribe. Don't just watch the podcast.
Yeah, the views are great, but we need your subscription. So please subscribe to the podcast.
Doesn't cost you anything. Just press the button.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Leaves me with just one thing to pass you over to Mazza.
See you next Friday.